Welcome to another episode. I don't care what episode this is. Today we're talking about the classics. Oh yeah, the movie classics. We starting off with Home Alone. All right. Now the basis of this movie is Kevin get left at home. And his family going on a little vacay. I think they went down to Florida. All right. And then Marv and Albert, or Al, whatever his name is, the Wet Bandits. They going around hitting little licks. So they hit pow 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 pow. They ain't hurting nobody or nothing. They flooding their house though. All right, so Kevin, aka one of the worst humans on the planet, his little ass start setting traps instead of just calling the police. Right, bro, running around the city doing all kind of madness, and then he come back to the spot, and instead of just calling the police, cause he a little white kid that would have came in a hurry. He know that, cause he did it at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. All right, so if Broski he go around setting traps and he trying to catch a body. Like, bro, like eight trying to catch a homie. I mean, he throwing paint cans. He setting up little spikes, catching them on fire. Like, he got like a little pellet gun. Like he giving Marv and Marvin, the hell is your name? Uh, he giving them the business, man. And in this movie, Kevin is the absolute psychopath. And I think this isn't a good holiday film. I think it's a movie about a deranged little boy who has lost his mind and he needs counseling. That's why nobody else in his family likes him, because he's a psychopath. Moving on, Forrest Gump. I told you we sticking with the classics. All right, Gump. Storyline here. Bro is like the best. Forrest is like the best human ever on earth. He the most athletic, smartest, dumbest. Uh, he fit. Any box you got. Gumpy boy loyal. He gonna check every box. And then he had Jenny, the absolute worst woman in the history of mankind. Just an absolute terrible person. And she was a terrible person all her life. She never got better. She went out after just Forrest Gump was in wars and winning Heisman trophies and not getting drafted to the NFL. I don't understand how that worked. Bro was the best running back ever and didn't get drafted into the NFL. The dumbest thing that happened in that movie. And he white. They would have called him the Great White Hope. And anyway, he been number one pick in the draft. But in this, he go to Vietnam and all this other madness. And all the while, Jenny's being a whore. Right? Jenny letting everybody smash. Jenny just living her best life, and she catch AIDS. And she didn't catch like modern day AIDS. She caught AIDS, like 80s, early 90s AIDS. She caught the like the no medicine AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson, the only one living through this AIDS. You know what I'm saying? So Jenny brought that AIDS back to Forrest. And then at the end of the movie, when Forrest was rich as hell, I think he had like a B, at least a millionaire. She gonna come back with a son that she kept away from him for like 7 years. Worst human ever. She just show back up like, yo, Forrest, I kept your son away from you for 7 years, and I knew he was your son the whole time. I'm a bad human being. And Forrest, being the greatest man in the history of Earth, right? Forrest accepts it. He's just like, oh, you kept my son away from me, and every other nasty, disgusting thing you've ever done to me. Yeah, of course I'll take care of you while you got AIDS and let you die in my house. And that's the story of Forrest Gump. And then Forrest, I'm guessing he got AIDS, so he's gonna die. Cause this is like old school AIDS. So Forrest is gonna die, and that little boy, I'm glad he's smart. But he ain't his daddy, so he ain't gonna be able to accomplish all the stuff his daddy accomplished. Because Forrest Gump is easily the world's most influential man ever. I'm tired of talking y'all. I'm out.